What is going on, YouTube? We are back. And I tell you, family, I just got back from a phenomenal vacation. I went to Punta Cana and I stayed at the Breathless Punta Cana. If you've never been there, you may want to check it out. I also have a little footage that I want you guys to see. Look how beautiful it is in this location in the Dominican Republic. Okay, today I want to do a video about the American dream. Is it a nightmare? Now, I was speaking to a young lady in Punta Cana, and I did not get her name to give her a shout out, but I also want to give a big shout out to our subscribers, all of the new subscribers.
Once again, big shout outs to you guys.
And there was a young man there by the name of John Carlos. Family, when I say that this guy went over and beyond, we got to give him a clap. Hands up. If you ever in Punta Cana and you go to Breathless, ask for John Carlos. He'll take care of you. Okay? So let's keep it moving. I want to show you all some of the do's and don'ts of real estate in these United States. A lot of young people are purchasing homes and they're not doing the due diligence, family. So let's check out this video.
What our page would look like, but instead I'm making a 2-year update on everything that's gone wrong since. This is one of our longer videos, but trust me, you're going to want to watch it all the way through. Day 1. Yep, day 1 we had to tear out all of our floors because of a huge water leak flood. The movers left the refrigerator, icebox, water line running, and it flooded our downstairs. Not long after that we got a lot of rain and I realized there was a leak in an obscure spot in our attic, so we had to get that part of the roof fixed. Then I was mounting a TV on my fireplace and I had to go behind it and saw some mold. Turns out there was a lot more mold than I realized and we ended up having to do a massive mold remediation. Now, normally we wouldn't DIY something like this, but we had to fire 3 different companies that were
20.
Now, check it out, family. Number one, before you sign your name on the dotted line. One of the due diligence that you want to do is have a home inspection. If this family would have done a home inspection, and while the inspector is inspecting the home, you want to be there so you could see it with your own eyes what's really going on. So let's continue the video.
$28,000. That's the official update on price for what it's going to cost us to fix the house that we just bought because the people who flipped it cut so many corners. So I posted a video about how, and I could like cry making this because it's so frustrating, but I posted a video, whatever this comment is.
Now, family, let me say this. My heart goes out to this young lady because this is her first home. Could you imagine? Let me take off the screen for a minute. Could you imagine putting all of your savings in your first house, okay? And then find out you have issues with plumbing or electrical. I mean, hot water heaters is not that bad, but plumbing, family, is something bad. So let's get back to the video.
Talking about how my basement was leaking, and we opened up the wall and you can see where the new pipe is and you can see where the old pipe is. And there's a hole in the old pipe that they tried to like fill with concrete from my understanding. And so we have to replace all of the old pipe in the house, and it's the piece that leads out to the sewer. So we also have to replace the piece of pipe.
Now, do you see it on the screen, family? $28,000 worth of repairs. Now, imagine you put all your money into purchasing a house. And I'm going to be honest, when I bought my first house, I did the same thing. But here's the difference between me and most people. I always believe in working multiple jobs. whether I'm working a full-time job and I'm side hustling. Back in the days, I was detailing cars on the side. Each car would pay me $300. So on the weekends, I would try to do 2 cars a weekend to get 600 extra dollars. Now it's 52 weeks in a year. 6 times 5 is 30. You do the math.
Pipe that leads out to the source, we have to like excavate the yard. And that project's gonna cost like roughly $12,000. So add that on to our $16,000 electrical bill. Like, guys, I'm a teacher. Like, I don't know how to pay for this. And our house right now is not livable because we can't use the shower or the toilets or the sinks. And so they're gonna have to be able to finish the plumbing work by the end of the month, or we can't live here because we can't use like the water.
Listen, family. Let me remove it from the screen. This is what realtors don't tell you. All a realtor want to do is list the property and get paid. But you, as the consumer, you have to do your due diligence, family. Whether it's when you get the home inspector come out, if you don't want to look with him, have an uncle, have a brother, have somebody go with that home inspector to see what's going on with this property. Because once again, once you sign on a dotted line, it's your baby. It's your problem. Okay?
And our apartment lease is done at the end of April, and I genuinely don't know what to do. And our families have helped us so much, and I can't ask them for more money. It's so hard. Buying a house, my first house with my husband, is so hard. And yes, maybe this is our fault because we didn't do our research. I don't know. I'm scared and I'm frustrated.
Now, did you hear what she said? They didn't do the home inspection. I'm telling you, let me remove it from the screen. This is real talk with the credit cousin, Brian Keith. I'm telling you, family, you have to do the home inspection. I don't care what a realtor is saying. And you know what? Let's take it even further. You pay for your own inspection. That's like $500. She has $28,000 worth of repairs. I'm going to get close. $28,000 worth of repairs, family. All she had to do is spend $500 and she would have found all the problems. Okay, let's get back to the video.
So I'm gonna have to make a new video about how many views I need for TikTok to help pay for my house, because it's gonna be more than 16 million because it's more than $20,000. So I will report back with more updates as I get them.
You're new here, we're the Reber family, and we bought an absolute dump without knowing
With
it.
listing photos that looked like this.
And an inspection report that passed with flying colors. I had no idea that we were walking into what would become our biggest nightmare. Starting with the bathroom.
Now, wait a minute, family. Once again, these folks did the inspection, but they didn't say they walk with the inspector. This is what I want you to do. If you're watching the Credit Cousin YouTube channel, please, I beg of you, take my advice. When the inspection is being done, you need to be there.
Remodel that we never intended to do. Everything in this bathroom was rotting, like mold and decay.
Do you see? Do you see the problems, family? This is a hot mess. And once you sign on the dotted line, it's yours.
Completely masqueraded by layers of silicone, tile, and paint. One thing led to another, and we found a sewer pipe underneath our house that had been leaking for 5 years or more. It had completely eroded away the foundation. New remediation was our only option when we discovered the floor lasagna, the horrible termite infestation that was lurking underneath it. We found major foundational issues, rain and fire damage that had been covered up. Also found that the main sewer was leaking and backgraded. Also know that sometime before we moved into the house, it had been replaced and worked on because it was done with PVC. Everything else in the house was cast iron or orange burn. It wasn't noted anywhere in our seller disclosures. We also found that the whole roof was rotted and burnt through. The fireplace had caused some sort of attic fire. Someone knew about it and covered it up. The issues don't
Did you hear that, family? Did you hear what they said? Some of these flippers, they cut corners, family. And guess what? Because you're watching the Credit Cousin YouTube channel, you'll be able to spot all the corners that these folks are cutting because you're walking the property with the inspector. That's a major gem.
Stop there. We've dealt with flooding, main floor supports being completely eaten by termites, human and animal remains found underneath our house. Our house is built out of block and every single wall was compromised due to the footings falling apart underneath it. So basically what I'm telling you is that nothing in this house was salvageable. This has been a 4-year process that we've had to completely foot the bill for. Insurance failed us, and since we can't afford an attorney, that's just what we've had to do. You're wondering? Yes, we still have a mortgage. And last year I was hospitalized due to the black mold. Lungs were so swollen that they were pushing up against my ribs. It's then that we decided to buy an RV and live on our property while we completely remediate this.
Now, look, family. Oh, man. Now, here's the crazy thing. There are going to be a lot of homeowners, young people, who jumped into this market, who bought these flip properties. That's going to be just like this couple here. Down in the comment section, if you bought a house in the last 3 years, put it down in the comment section. If you know someone is dealing with something like this, put it in the comment section. Now I'm going to move on to the next one, because the next one is something nobody tells you about. We know taxes, insurance, right? But nobody tells you those things go up. Check this out.
Going up almost $500 a month. $500 every month. I have a fixed interest rate, so it's not that. Nope, it's my escrow account. Apparently, my...
Wait a minute, family. Are you familiar with an escrow account? An escrow account is an account that you put your part of your monthly payment for your taxes and your insurance. No matter if you got a small interest rate, let's say a 3%, if your property taxes go up and your insurance go up, your mortgage payment gonna go up.
homeowner's insurance and my property taxes just skyrocketed. But nobody thought to tell me about this until I was already $3,200 short in my escrow account. So now I not only...
And yes, family, that's what they call it, a shortage. You don't have enough money in the escrow account to cover your taxes and your insurance. Now, I'm going to be honest with you. This happened to your boy in Jacksonville. When I tell you the real estate taxes in Jacksonville, Florida went from $760 to $3,088. Now, when you do 5th grade math, 7 will go into 30. How many times? Let's say 4. The property taxes went up 4 times as much. Happened to your boy.
have to pay the shortage, but I also have to pay the new balance moving forward. And so I can either pay the shortage in full and my monthly mortgage goes up almost $200 a month, or I pay it out over the next 12 months and my monthly mortgage payment goes up almost $500 a month. Well, I definitely don't have $3,200 just laying around, so I guess this is the option that I have. I'm already working 70 hours a week, so I'm probably going to have to sell my house because I can't.
Now look, family, check this out. If she don't have no equity in this house, you know what's going to happen? She got to pay realtor fees. Now, if she got 0 equity, she got to come to the closing table for the whatever 3, 6%, whatever realtors charge. And typically, realtors make $15,000 to $20,000 off of each home sale. Okay.
I can't do that. I don't know anybody who could. But I don't know where I'm gonna live after I sell my house because my ex-husband ruined my credit in the divorce.
Let's stop right here. This is why the credit cousin exists, family. She just said her ex-husband ruined her credit in the divorce. Now, if you are facing something similar as this young lady, put a comment down below. Because if I knew her firsthand, I would help her because she's in a bad situation. But we're going to keep this video going.
This year, and so I don't know anybody who's gonna rent to me. I may end up homeless by the end of this year. Yeah.
Now you see how important your credit is. Even though she's going to be able to get from up under this mortgage, she ain't going to be able to find no place to stay because her credit is shot. But I want to play this last clip.
Went from about $1,700 to $4,000 in 1 year. Now, keep in mind, I didn't file a single claim. I didn't ask for a new roof. I didn't do any of that. But because so many people in the state of Florida did, these insurance carriers had to find a way to pass the cost for what they were enduring as far as claims and lawsuits down to the consumer if they were going to stay in business.
This is exactly what happened to me. Okay, so what I was told in the state of Florida, all of the big insurance companies, they moved out. So in order to get insurance in Jacksonville, Florida, it was going to cost $7,000 a year. So my next option, my next option was to do the forced place insurance. That's when your mortgage company finds a policy and puts it on the property. That was the best thing I could do, family. And that's what I did. Back to the video.
Now, that isn't something that I think necessarily everyone was real excited to see. Matter of fact, I know they weren't, but it was shocking because it came without warning. And then the following year, I own a policy on my house.
So yes, family, this is what's going on all across the country, from Florida to California to New York. There's going to be so many houses on the market. It's going to be ridiculous. This has been one of my longest videos for a reason, family. This is real content. And what I'm going to need y'all to do is give me a thumbs up for this video, because this video, it's all true for family. But until my next episode, you be blessed.